Following months of high domestic milk production, combined with the ban on dairy imports to Russia and falling returns from global commodity markets, this has all resulted in the overall fall in milk prices, as the majority of UK milk processors have reduced the payments to farmers for raw liquid milk. Further price falls have been publicly announced by several large processors for the coming months. Farmer Jim Brown decided to change over from dairy to beef, as he predicted this problem was on its way.
I milked cows for 50 years. I left school when I was 15 and started milking cows, and I milked them up to 2006. I enjoyed milking cows. I made money milking cows, particularly through the 80s into the early part of the 90s. When milk quotas came in, the milk price was right, and we could get a margin in the job then when the supply and demand was into balance because of milk quotas. When we moved away from the milk boards, the demise of the milk board because of Thatcher in 2005, it's been downhill ever since. We're going through a real bad patch right now, and it's not just the UK is going through it, it's the whole of the Northern Hemisphere, not just Scotland or Britain. And that's been caused by really two factors. One, the Northern Hemisphere in 2014 has enjoyed the best weather it's seen in 20, 30, 40 years. Perfect growing season for grain, for grass, for producing all kinds of food. And it's not just milk it's an oversupply, it's a supply and demand problem. And that's one that's oversupplied a bit through the Northern Hemisphere. The second problem is the Russia and Kiev scenario. Russia were massive intakes of milk products from throughout Europe and some from the UK. That market closed because of the dispute that's going on and the tit for tat that Russia has done because of what the West has imposed on the regulations in Kiev as a result of Putin's scenario in Kiev. And these two factors are really responsible for where we are today.
UK milk production for 2014 was 8.3% higher than 2013 and 5.1% higher than the average seen over the past 10 years. So, with good weather being one of the factors to the overproduction of milk last year, dairy farmers around the UK are hoping for a typical British summer. Lee Mackey, UWS News, Coatbank.